Hey everybody, it's Christine up with Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L today, and I am doing another twist on their creative photo corners. So what I'm doing to start things off is I am using some Distress Oxide ink and a sponge, and I am coloring their white ones. Their white ones are made of a matte paper, so they take ink really easily. Now, you could approach this several ways. You could use inks like I'm using, you could use markers, you could use spray inks, possibly even paint. There's a variety of options. The important thing here is that it takes color really well, and so that is a really easy thing to do, to change those up to be the color that you want them to be. Now I'm going to set those aside to dry while I get out my papers and stuff and start building my layout. I am using the Rainbow Roux collection from Jelly Bean Soup. It came in this month's Flavors of the Month kit from the Scrap Room, and I'm going to build just a really simple layout with a great summer flair to it. So what you can see is I've added this really cute pattern paper with the clouds on it, and then I'm going to add a circle. I thought about a big circle, but as you can see, I decided to go with a smaller one and create a sunshine. So what I'm going to do is get my picture all matted and ready to roll. I have been on a kick where I mat my picture every single time now. I didn't go through that. I wasn't in that phase for quite a while where it was kind of optional, but now I just cannot put it onto a layout without matting it. So I'm using my Easy Runner Grand for all this little detail stuff. Adding the picture to the matting, adding the patterned paper to the background, all those things. Now I'm going to add my picture and circle on there, and I'm actually going to tuck my picture underneath it because the chair my son is sitting in kind of has a curve to it that just, it fits with the curve of a sunshine. Now let's actually start building the sunshine. So I've got the circle on there, and I am going to bring in those creative photo corners now and surround it with those. Just like I did on the flower video a few weeks ago where I used these same creative photo corners, I'm going to use the exact same process. I'm going to tuck them underneath so only the triangular part sticks out, and I'm going to overlap them slightly. Why overlap them? Well, if you don't overlap them, you will get wonky spaces because you're going around a curved shape. So you kind of have to overlap them. And I just tried to keep my overlapping consistent. It wasn't hard to do at all. And you can see it's just super simple. Since I didn't put my adhesive right on the outside of the circle, it's really easy to tuck them right in there underneath. And it was pretty easy to get a yellow match. If you have a few different options for inks, you can match that color pretty easily. This is such a simple technique. I can't believe I haven't tried it before in all my time with Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, but super easy, super fun, and just a great way to use what you've got on hand to add an extra punch of creativity to your project. Now you can see I've pretty well wrapped it up. I didn't get too much overlap. It worked out great. So I've got that beautiful sunshine on there. Now I'm going to build the rest of my layout. I'm going to add on some additional patterned papers. I'm going to add a torn green strip there at the bottom. I'm also going to add a pink strip up top. This Rainbow Roux collection has lots of fabulous color in it, as indicated by the name. And so I wanted to really highlight that while still keeping it not too feminine. I wanted it to still have a little bit of a masculine feel to it since it's about my son. I am going to add Smile on there, and I'm going to add on a hot air balloon and just lots of little details from it that don't necessarily have anything to do with the actual picture, but are cute, fun, summery elements. On the smile word, I'm going to use my Easy Runner Grand, and I'm going to use the permanent dots refill because that goes over really nicely, gets adhesive all over it, but doesn't leave an overlap like if I use the permanent strips refill. So it's a perfect one for something like that. Now you can see the whole thing coming together. You can see also that some of the stuff is popped up. I did use a mixture of crafty foam tape and thin 3D foam squares to pop some things up, just to give an added dimension. And then I'm going to add just some of these enamel hearts onto the whole layout. And there you have it. Very simple, came together really quickly, but has an added punch of creativity with those creative photo corners. I'd love to see what you are doing that is a little bit out of the box with products like this. So be sure to link me up down below if you have some fresh, fun ideas. And thank you so much for joining me today. We will see you again next time.